So I'm here out on the west end of the property, and what I'm doing is I'm just going to be finishing up a little bit of the fencing. So here we're on, you can kind of see the north end of the property here that runs along this way, that we've T-post, and there's that barbed wire fence. And here these T-posts, the step-in posts, are kind of substituting for that barbed wire fence. And then we'll be running those T-posts along this way down. And then along the driveway is a little bit of a situation that we need to figure out a little bit more. But then down the, all the way down the west side here, so over the driveway, we'll be sending some more T-posts down. So the goal of today is to get the west end done. And then also get a little bit of the south end. It is deer hunting season. That's why I got my blaze orange hat. And just to be safe, I'm not going to go too far into the southeast corner just because you get a little bit closer, and I'd just rather not have any incidents over there. So that's kind of the project. I'll give some progress updates as well as some struggles that we're bound to run into. All right, I just finished the north side of the driveway, T-posting and fencing that in. And now we're going to be on working down into that southwest corner. That's also the side that I did a lot of trenching on 2 years back now to try to control some water flow and sediment, especially in the fall when it's not a drought like this, but mostly in come the spring when the snow melts. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But I wanted to just give a little illustration. I made a comment a little bit before on how you can open up these bundles, because they got these tags, and I said you really don't need a knife for them, because what you can do is you can just pick up one of these bundles. If you just drop it on the ground, it just pops open just like that, and then you're able to just throw this in your pocket, and then all is well. All right, so I was just out here and I saw something a little moving, and here's this little toad right here. There was actually a couple of them just scattered through here, and it just got me thinking that once again, the whole point of this project isn't to disrupt anything, but actually try to bring it back to its original ecosystem for the inhabitants around. And so this little guy hopefully is gonna start to feel a little better. Hopefully we'll control some of the deer coming in and start to see some more wildlife enjoying the property. Colin, what possible enjoyment and benefits do you get for being here pounding T-posts in all day? I got here at 9 and it is a quarter to noon right now. So that's a very valid question. What do I get? Well, if you don't know, I'm a graduate student in Twin Cities. And it's these kind of things that keep me sane, because I think I would go a little crazy if I wasn't able to get out into nature and be able to do some work. Over here we call it hitting it hard. We're hitting the work hard over here. And it just is a kind of escape and release of some of the stress and tension of my life. And so it's really good. And I'll probably be here for a couple more hours. So we'll see how far I get. All right. I just wanted to show you, you can see a little bit where we started. And then we've done everything up here. You can see it gets a little bit more difficult just on this edge here. A lot of roots, as there's a little more vegetation. A lot of the grass actually causes a little bit of an issue in just terms of difficulty going into the ground, I guess. But you can, if you're wondering how long it takes me to put in a post, if I don't have to move the post is at least in the general vicinity. About a minute. If I gotta move the post, we get a little bit closer to just an average of 2 minutes. But you can kind of see where we are. We're in the thick of it now. A lot more brush. Here's that trench that I was talking about, just to divert a little bit of water flow and filter through the grass a little bit. So we're coming up this hill. All right, it didn't take long, but like I said towards the beginning, I was going to show the inevitable difficulties and challenges that this project brings. And the first one is the overgrowth here. So the overgrowth is a little bit, as you can see, too tall. And this is going to pose some challenges on just getting the post straight. It's kind of been like that. If we turn you around, you can see kind of what we just went through. That's like 2, maybe 3 feet off the ground. So that was difficult. And then if you look down the laneway, it doesn't get much better. So we're going to be pushing through, and hopefully we'll be able to make it through. But we might need to do a little bit of finagling. All right, how cool is this? Let me show you. I think this is artist conch mushroom. These smaller ones here, I think are the younger fungi. And the reason I'm thinking artist conch is if I show you right here, we got, looks to be the same species, but then more mature and fried up. They get that dark brown or black tuft color. But look how cool it is. It goes all the way up this piece of timber. It's just a dead, fallen over tree. You can kind of see this massive grapevine here in the front. It seems to have choked it out. Very sad, but look at that. And look at the undergrowth there too. So not entirely 100% sure that this is artist conch. So if it is something else, feel free to let me know. But look at that. All right, so I just put this post in, and I'm a little bit concerned. If you can see the incline here, it goes all the way up, and then I'll turn around for you. Carries up over here. I'm concerned that this hill is formed by rocky sediment. I believe I'm hitting stone when I'm putting in this guy. It was significantly harder than the rest, and they actually can kind of smell what your T-post hits. It doesn't smell like much, maybe like a musty organic smell if you're like cutting through old root. But rock, on the other hand, smells different. If you've ever clicked rocks together, sometimes like if you smack 2 pieces of quartz together, you'll actually be able to spark it. And it comes with a really distinct smell. And that is kind of the smell that I'm getting coming through here. So I'm thinking that we are hitting some rocks, which is not ideal. But if you check this out, right here, actually, we've got some scat. I believe it's white-tailed deer that's kind of formed and clumped together, which means that the deer are really enjoying these wonderfully nice cut highways that is currently being turned into a fence. But they are enjoying the fact that now they have clear trails to walk the beautiful property. All right, so we actually made it up to the top of the hill here, and I just wanted to show you this right here. So look at what we're greeted with when we get up to the top. Large stones. I mean, look at this. The entire hill is based in stone. So I don't think I'm safe, as I still have to go a little bit further. But we were correct. We hit stone, the Stone Age. All right, so we're calling that a day. I'm just gonna show you, this is where we started. This is that north corner. And then we just cross the driveway, and you can see kind of the path that we've gone down, which just goes all the way straight across. So we have our outside fence right here that connects to a existing barbed wire fence, and then we got our T-posts. So our T-posts are going to be the taller outside one or inside ones. These will be the smaller, and hopefully it deters deer enough. Got just a couple remaining T-posts, just as that's how it works. And so I brought those back here, as we'll go a little bit on the driveway, because we'll eventually have some form of gate over the driveway, just so the deer just don't walk in. But there we go. It was a number of hours of work, but all good stuff.